welcome. Thanks for joining us for our January buyer video series. You noticed something a lot different with this month's video. Mr. Tim Sisson had to step out this morning. He had to deal with a family matter with his son and his health, so everything should be fine. But we wanted to keep the ball rolling. We're already a few days late just because of the holiday and so forth. We hope to make that up with him because it's fun having him here to chime in and to add to the conversation. We love having our preferred lender, Mr. Sisson, with us, but we understand fully. So today we're going to do it short and sweet and less playful banter because you can't banter with yourself. So, two things we're going to talk about today. One, we keep harping on this. We keep talking about it, and it's certainly still true throughout the month of January. Buyers that have been sitting around waiting and thinking how unfair it is that the sellers have all the control and then the houses are going so quickly. They have a lot of control right now. And that's just the way it is. Now, rates aren't exactly 2.5% or 3% like they were, but at the same time, a lot of buyers, especially with my listings in particular, are coming in very low, coming in with low offer prices, coming up with a little extra closing help. Things of that nature are definitely happening right now, and buyers are getting a little bit of push here. And so you can get a really good deal on a home with a little bit of patience and get still a really good rate. They're sitting around 6.25%, 6.5%, with rumors that will be in the 5s at some point. But once the 5s come rolling in, and again, Tim and I talk about this the last few months as well, once those 5s come in, so will more buyers. So if you want the 5s, that's fine. You might have a little more competition. Right now they're about 6.25%, a lot less competition. So buyers, take advantage if you're sitting on the fence. At least go out there and look at a few houses and then talk to a lender and kind of just know your options, because if you've been waiting and you're looking, now's a really good time for buyers to kind of push their weight around a little bit. So that's number one. And number two, we I know First Home has rolled out a hero program. A lot of lenders have been coming out with a lot of different programs to help buyers still afford homes in the face of these rates. And the hero program is one of them that directly affects the Live Local team, because a lot of our folks are police officers and teachers and first responders, and we do first responder events, and we do teacher events, and we do lunches. We do all kinds of things for the people in our community that define our community. They are the community. And it looks like First Home Mortgage is also rolling out a program where they waive the lender fees for those folks that are eligible. And I'm sure there's a set criteria. I do have a flyer that Tim sent my way. So if this is something that applies to you, you have to have somebody. It's a primary residence. It has to be, you have to have that full-time job, and it can't be like a refinance or a flipped house. It has to be like your actual home. But you could apply and actually get a lot of those fees waived for you for your home, and it can be your second home. It could be your next one. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer, which is a wonderful feature. And I know Tim will have a little more information about the criteria, but I know that I do have a little bit of information. Feel free to reach out. It's easy to get a hold of me. The email is salmonsrealtor@gmail.com. My phone number is 410-708-8858. You can text or call. And the office, which doesn't get answered as much as a cell phone for me, is 410-286-9632. So all that information is good for this month. Buyers get a little bit of push, get a little bit of control over what's going on in their market. The home values are still strong, so sellers have the upper hand in that the price point is a little bit different than it was 3-4 years ago with the inflation. Values are holding. Appraisals are not. I'm not having any issues with appraisals here lately. And then buyers are just getting a little pickier, and they're getting a little more push. And then, of course, like we talked about, the HERO program, which is waiving fees for some of our first responders and some of our heroes, police officers, teachers, people that are really super awesome. So that's a very quick buyer update. Also be on the lookout, because January 28th, we're doing our gym crawl. This is our 5th annual gym crawl. And for more information, jump on the Live Local page. We have Live Local MD, which is our social marketing company, and we also have our real estate company, which is just the Live Local team, and you'll have information on both of those. And we're going to do A2O, which is our second stop, CrossFit. First stop is Sonder. It's going to be Sonder's more yoga and more stretching, but it's also, they have TRX bands, so it's not as easy. It's not I had in my head that it's going to be, very foo-foo and yoga. No, it's still it's tough. It's not as easy as it sounds. So Sonder first and Owings, and then secondly is A2O, which is the CrossFit. You're not flipping tires and throwing hammers and stuff. It's just a solid strength workout. Sometimes some weights and things, but you also have rowing and you've got some other stuff as well. And then of course the third one's going to be Maryland Strength, and that's in Dunkirk, and that one has a lot of agility and a lot of sports and athlete-related stuff. So we have a little bit of different flavors going on. We have a little bit of samples. If it's your first time in a gym for a while, this is a great chance to just come in, sample it, try it out, see if you like it, things of that nature. So we'll also have vendors and things like that to offer up as well. So January is super full. We have lots of buyers that have been reaching out and grabbing information from us. If you're one of those, thank you. We can send you our 10-part buyer video series. We can set you up with a lender. We can share the programs that are happening, and we give you updated on the current state of the market like the videos we have today. So we thank you for everything. We hope to get Tim back. Maybe we'll do a January, but if not, we'll be definitely back for our February. Hopefully we'll have some more rate updates and things of that nature for February. But in any case, cheers to a new year, and we'll see you in February.